Hello, welcome to Cardminds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be a Taurus weekly money and career reading from July 15th to the 21st, 2024. Taurus, welcome, welcome. Let's see what messages we have for this upcoming week. Taurus weekly money and career, July 15th to 21st, 2024. Thank you for being here. I hope you are well. Let's see what messages we have for this upcoming week. Taurus weekly money and career, July 15th to the 21st, 2024. All right, let's see what we have so far. Page of Wands. Beautiful. New energy. New excitement. Are you starting something new? Starting a new job? Entering a new project? Maybe even doing something you've never done before? Maybe this job is something you've never done before? It feels like it's your first time. Maybe it's your first day, or maybe it's you're just really curious on what it's going to give, what it's going to be all about. Creative. This is really, it feels like a new venture, or a new adventure, or a new job. A new position, maybe. Taking on a new project. You're entering a new energy, a positive signal of success, of contentment. Like really happy to be there, happy to be part of that team, to be in that company. New endeavor. Taking a risk, maybe even taking a risk. Nine of Swords, as I say that, right? Anxiety, it's risky. Is this risky, or is this something you've never done before that's giving you anxiety? It's possible. The Lovers, but you're true to yourself. This is what you want to do. This is what you've chosen. This is you doing something that maybe is important for you, that has that makes sense with the Lovers, right? That makes sense. It's it reflects who you are. It reflects your values. You know, right? You have the drive. Now you know. You know this is for you. You know this is what you wanted. You have this desire to be part of this team. Wow, Ace of Wands. There we go. New beginning. Starting something completely new. And the Wheel of Fortune. Whole new dynamic here. Unblocking a situation. Changing your energies. It is moving forward. If something has been blocked for a while, you didn't get an answer, or you weren't sure, or taking interviews, making interviews, 1, 2, 3 interviews, not getting answers, not quite sure, or am I starting this project? Am I part of this team, right? Whatever it is, this Wheel of Fortune is unblocking the situation, and you are really moving in a new direction. It's a whole new dynamic. Again, it feels like you're very curious of this, but it's like maybe you're a novice. Maybe this is, you're attempting like a complete new job or a complete new territory. That's the way it feels with this Wheel of Fortune. But as you enter this, right, you're sort of tidying up loose ends and replacing the old with the new, and lessons learned, and now you're moving forward into something that you probably have never done before, with this curiosity of like a kid. 10 of Swords. You have 9 of Swords and 10 of Swords, which confirms that completion, tidying up, done, moving forward, replacing this old situation with the refreshed new dynamic, right? exciting. Exciting. And it's exciting. I know it's 10 of Swords, and 9 of Swords with this anxiety, but you probably had or have the anxiety of leaving that behind, like completing that, done, moving on, changing careers, changing jobs, changing a whole new dynamic, a whole new power within your career. It's a big change, but it's something you're risking, something you're attempting, something that you're curious of, and you're excited at the same time with the Page of Wands. Time to put your best foot forward and be part of this team. Let's see where this is going. Now, it doesn't have to be a team. It can be you being brave and risky to start your own business, to get that project up and running, right? It can be either or, yes. And now we have the energy of what you're leaving behind, disillusionment, those options that didn't work out, or those offers that didn't pan out, right? People that maybe you thought it was going to work, or maybe just a job that you are done. I don't want to deal with those people anymore. You feel like they didn't have your back, clearly with the 10 of Swords, but it's a 10, it's end of cycle. So weighing your new options, knowing you don't want to get into that anymore. Yes, there is the whole thing unfolding. The battles, the ego battles, not agreeing, not wanting to work with these people, or not understanding what's going on, why these decisions are made, or just every little conversation or discussion or, decision that's made in your job, in the office, or it doesn't have to be an office, whatever it is, right? Is a battle. And you're getting out of that. Good for you. The Lovers, first the Page, so you're moving into this beautiful, new, refreshing energy. The Lovers, something with integrity, something that resembles you and that's important, and really letting, now you know. Now you know where you stand, and now you know what you're building. Now you know what you're stepping into. It's new. You've worked really hard to get out of this, and you've been waiting for this, maybe for this beginning here for a while. And as you step into this new job, this new environment, feels like a whole new environment, because it really feels like you're reinventing yourself. Now, we don't have the Death card, we don't have the Tower, all that, but we do have the Hangman. So it feels like this situation here, maybe the past job, for example, has been stagnating, going nowhere, and you're going on interviews to get another job, and you're not getting answers, or you're not quite sure what's going on, right? You're stagnating in the disillusionment of the past job that was really like enough is enough. Or they made you think maybe that you were going to get a promotion, or maybe they made you think that you were going to be able to grow in that company, or something like that. You realize that that's in a stagnating energy with the Hangman. And so it's about change in perspective. And I feel like you have been, with the Hangman, you have been, or maybe you still are, in this expectation of that answer, of what's going on, or how you're going to grow, or if you're still in that, maybe you're at the end of that, or you're going to come to the end of that, right? Waiting for that promotion, or getting, that job, or more responsibility in that company, or, something like that. And sort of, you have this sensation of feeling trapped, like the inability to make a decision, because it's like suspended. You're either suspended between two possibilities, or suspended between, well, maybe they are going to give me the promotion. So am I going to continue to go on those interviews where I don't really know where that's going, because I'm still waiting for an answer here? Something like, right, it doesn't have to be that at all. There's just an example of energies. And so you're in between two possibilities. And because you're in between, you're sort of, the time is suspended because you're not getting answers either way. It's about introspection, right? Not seeing a clear end. Well, it's about taking a pause and understanding that, first of all, you're the one with the answer. You're the one with the decision. No one's going to give you anything. No one's going to give you the answer. That they might give you offer. Yes, you have an offer there. And yes, you're moving into something much more positive, much more exciting. But if you're in this instant right now, I'm just talking for the ones that might still be in the waiting game, right? And something, dangling, and maybe it's going to happen, maybe not, and you're not quite sure. Take a moment to assess, because you have to take it from a different angle. You have to strategize and see it from a different angle. So to be able to do that, take a step back and see that your next step here is going to be completely different. It's going to come out of nowhere. Well, come out of nowhere. No, I don't like to say that, because then it's like sitting on the couch and then something pops in out of nowhere. Sometimes it happens, but rarely. This is about you understanding to put your energy in something else and put your energy in another direction, and to see other people, other opportunities, and really shift your energy from what has been stagnating. Yes, truth, clearly, King of Swords, and moving on. There we go. So, speaking your truth or clarifying the situation, right? There's a revelation, there's a moment where you realize exactly what you want to do. You know. Now you know. And so here, once you know what's going on, or once you know what's not going on, right? Where you're not going to go, or the offer that's not happening. Once you find clarity on your position, then you can make decisions, and then you're going to move into something smoother, less combative with this new opportunity here. And again, with the Wheel of Fortune, it's a whole new dynamic. It's a new energy flowing much easier, flowing with an easy flow where, with the synchronicities popping and you're in the right place at the right time, you're getting your answers, things are starting to flow. But it is a new dynamic, a new way, a new environment, new people, probably complete new job. I find that I feel like you're taking a risk, but in a good way, right? A good risk. I feel like you're taking a risk and it's paying off, because you're entering something new, and you're risking something new, or you're bold and you're shifting your career direction. I like this. All right, Taurus, let's see if there are a few more cards in the second deck. Yes, so Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, the utter joy of being with this team, being in this new dynamic, this new dimension even. And the Death card, yep, again, letting go, new cycle, letting go what's not serving you, letting go this job. Now, I'm not saying for anybody watching these readings, obviously, I'm not saying leave your job, something magic is happening, no, right? And I know you know. Right? Taurus, you are bright, you're intelligent, you know how to process this information. But this is about you understanding what to let go and what's no longer serving you. And that it's a death of a phase, the death of a cycle. We leave it behind, and now we move into something new. But we have to find the new energy. We have to define what we want. What is it we want? What are we moving into? What can I change? right? Instead of stagnating. Again, I always say when the shoe doesn't fit, or when, you know, it's like round peg in a square hole. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. And if you're expecting something in that job, if you're expecting that promotion, if you're expecting people to give you more and it's not coming, and you're waiting, and it's becoming complicated, right? With the ego situation and the 10 of swords, 9 of swords, 10 of swords, 5 of swords, 6 of swords, moving out of that. Because at the waiting game, the problem is when you, well, in the beginning we don't know, right? But we're feeling things are shifting, or things are changing, or maybe the manager is not talking to us the same way, or not paying attention, or we don't have that same dynamic we used to have. Or maybe we're starting to feel a little uncomfortable with our coworkers, and things are not as fluid, right? We don't feel as comfortable. We feel there's a sudden shift, sudden change. But it's just the beginning, right? But usually those are the first triggers, the first signals to a change, a shift, time to go. Now, it's not time to go right at that second, but it amplifies. It rarely goes back. It rarely comes back to normal unless there's a change of management, or a takeover, a whole new way of managing, and then you're back in, right? If people enjoy the way you work, or you connect well, or you do your job really well, or you're specialized, or whatever, people like you on the team, then you can start over and go on another cycle. But if it's the same management, the same way of working, the same team, same company, it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to go anywhere. They're shifting, they're analyzing, strategizing, changing their ways. And that's when you have to start checking out other things, seeing what's going on, being curious, attempting other things. And then at the same time, it's about you introspecting, like, okay, well, I need to change, or clearly I don't want to work here anymore. But how am I going to change? What do I want right now? And what do I have to do introspectively, changing the way I see things, or changing the way I connect with people, or maybe wanting a completely different career. What am I changing within? It's not always outside, it's also within. Changes out, with that also comes changes within automatically. Having to adapt. And there we go. 10 of Pentacles. Stabilizing financially. So yes, risky, you're freaked out, but you're persevering. And even if there are obstacles, you got this. You have this strength of character, and you're pulling it all together, and you will tame your environment. You will, I always feel like it, I always get the image with the strength card is parallel parking. In other words, it takes a little bit to wiggle yourself in. It takes a little bit to figure out how to get into that parking space. But once you're in, you're good, right? And then you are going to adapt. And whatever obstacles come your way, you're perfectly fine. You're in control. You are going to control your environment. All right. Let's see if there is one last message for the road. Taurus weekly, money and career, July 5th to the 21st, 2024. Am I taking those? Okay. So yes, balancing, making decisions maturely, very balanced, very stable. Okay. All right. Yes. Well, that's exactly it. The truth and stability. So if you have decisions to make, you want the truth, you want clarity, you want to clear the air, you want to make sure you leave in good terms, or at least you get what you need to get, or you get the answers you want. You get that clarity with this King of Swords, speaking your mind, but in a stable manner. No rash, no confrontation, really in a mature way, establishing exactly what you want, having that conversation you want, or asking the questions you want, right? About all these disillusions, these options you were supposed to get, or these answers you're supposed to get that you're not that you're not getting. So these can be two people you're working with. These can be two entities, right? Leaders or bosses or, you know, managers or people you're working with that have dangled you these options. But I think it's also you clarifying the situation, whatever the situation is, because you're moving on to something bigger and better, and really in a calmly manner assessing the situation and moving on. I feel like there's one more card that wants to come out, or 3 or 4. All right, am I taking those? I guess so. All right, so I'm gonna, these first, moving on, both mentally and emotionally, and then celebrating this new project coming out, revealing your project, revealing your new job, revealing your new career, celebrating being in the right space, celebrating with your family, being in your comfort zone, really being in the right space. Beautiful, beautiful reading, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did. Please comment down below. Let me know where you stand on your career. Let me know what this is all about. If you connect with this reading, thank you. Thank you to each and every one for sharing your journeys, for sharing your energies. Gratitude, Taurus. Gratitude to all, to each and every one. Don't forget, if you wish to ask a question during our live Sunday sessions, if you become a member of this channel, an active member, that will automatically give you access to the questions during live. Thank you so much for watching. Taurus, have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.